In politics, they used to restrict, punish, and sanction some countries by excluding them from certain trading advantages, by excluding them from access to resources, by putting high taxes on certain goods that they um, sell them or buy from them. So, in other words, there is all kinds of um, power play in politics. A country can also be excluded from an international payment system. A country could also be excluded from supply with weapons or other goods. But what the effect of all of this is that in the short term it works. In the short term, this makes the targeted country weaker, but in the long term, it makes them stronger. Because if you tell a country, okay, we will exclude you from the international payment system, on the long run, they will find ways to cope with that. They will invent their own payment system and create an alternative. And yeah, this is this is basically the capitalistic idea of competition and also increasing the quality of both products by competition, or at least create more diversity. Um, the same as if you tell a country, we can't sell you, let's say, drones because we don't trust in your way of politics, or we don't trust you, we don't supply you with this weapon or this weapon. The country will start to develop them themselves and will have their own manufacturing lines, so they will become very independent and can have, in the short term, of course, it's not good for them that they are not able to buy this product from other countries, but in the long term, they will have great advantages because they were forced to do it themselves. They are then independent and can even start to supply other countries with this good once they are able to produce it themselves. Um, so ultimately, all of these punishments and manipulative attempts to make another country feel weaker or become weaker, all of this makes the countries in the long run stronger. The same, of course, applies to personal development and especially narcissistic abuse, because this is what coercive control is, and narcissistic abuse means they try to shape the power dynamic in a way that you feel dependent of them, or that they can exercise superior, a form of superior power over you. So it seems that also they try to recreate an emotional quality that they have, I believe. So in a peace, so narcissists and psychopaths, they don't like peace. They have inner turmoil and inferiority, repressed shame and anxiety, and believe a peaceful situation with equal people around them that spread unconditional love is a state that they cannot stand, a state that feels for them in a way that they are excluded from that. They are excluded from the ability to communicate in a functional way and reciprocate this quality. They are not that. They are fundamentally different. So they perceive it as a threat and an attack. Therefore, they have to. I think it's an attempt to make you feel what they felt when they were in peace and witnessed a healthy what a healthy person's life is. I think it makes them very envious and aggressive, of course, in a in a slow, creepy, sometimes covert way. But these attempts to then exclude you from things, restrict you, punish you, these will make you stronger and push you, just like in politics, other countries. Yeah, but the reason is because these people are fundamentally different than you. Um, yeah, we were talking about this a lot on this channel. Um, for a person who is not having a bad object introject, it's not unimaginable how it must feel to live like that day in and day out. Um, a person that has been spoiled by being idealized, also having another form of grandiosity, you know. Yeah, in the first place, the person has been spoiled through parental neglect and rejection. This creates the bad object introject. But in the other case, a person can also be spoiled by being idealized too much and encouraged to become manipulative and lying, and encouraged to pretend everything and to be the center of attention always, and only if other people validate this, if everybody in the room validates this, they can believe their own acting. If you deal with these people, um, it will make you stronger if you not break from these treatments they give you. Um, the smear campaign, you can also use it to find out who's real, who's your real friend. In many cases, nobody. But don't put too much pressure to people who try to stay neutral. They just don't know that a psychopath weaponizes everything, that psychopaths only interact with instruments and obstacles. They don't know that um, narcissism is based on great insecurity and psychopathy is is basically based on a lot of cruelty that a person has experienced, and it forces them to be that way. And I mean, on the other hand, most people don't see through this anyway, so you can't expect the people to understand all of this. But you do what you have to do, and you have to quarantine narcissist and psychopath from your life if possible. and you have to quarantine people who think they are neutral and stay in contact with the narcissist and the psychopath, because again they will use every information they get over you and weaponize it. um but you, I think if you have got the treatment, you intuitively will do this anyway. um yeah, I just found it interesting that we can observe this on a political level, in the world, that countries get more independent and stronger and more competitive when bigger countries try to um, punish them, exclude them, manipulate them. Yeah. So there is many people under the sun that you don't know yet. There is the unknown. There is a lot of things left in life, and don't look back, look forward, and understand why they had to do this is because at the end of the day, it was for the best for you anyway. I mean, you don't want to live with them anyway, and the truth has to come to the light. So you had to waste some time with them, but these times are gone, and it helps you to get more aware of who you really are. But it's painful, and there is new parts of you, new parts of your personality, and this is a painful process. A new tissue, a new part of personality is highly sensitive, and you need to get to used to it. You need to get to used to your own courage. You might literally become afraid of yourself. Um, and yeah, these new parts, you need to be experimenting. You need to find out what is this? What was this part that I did not use that made me get into these situations? And again, you need to learn something from the narcissist and the psychopath without becoming like them. Of course, not become like them, but you need some of the spice, some of the self absorption, some of the entitlement of the narcissist, and some of the goal oriented um, laser focus of the psychopath. Um, Also, just to deal with these people, to keep them in arm's length and protect that one thing that they envy the most, the human core. That's it.